Hi, Deborah. Welcome, welcome. Come on in. We're going to be talking about our fast, our upcoming fast. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I'm Robin from My Alkaline Vegan Journey, and today we're going to be talking about fasting and getting updates from people who are actually going to be fasting with us, who are presently fasting with us right now. Hey, Wes. Yeah, come on in. Yeah, we're going to have a brief get together today on our upcoming fast, 40-day fast, March 2nd. I'm Robin from My Alkaline Vegan Journey, and this is a platform where people who are fasting can come to get support and encouragement. We have some that are still fasting from our initial fast this year that started January 1. So this is just a platform for anyone that wants to have some support and encouragement while they're fasting. We have an upcoming fast on March 2nd, 2022, and it's 40 days, all water. Now, of course, if you decide to do other forms of fasting, of course, that's, quite all right. But this fast is primarily all water. And you can still join us, even if you do a different type of fast. That's fine. Yes, you all come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, yesterday we discussed people wanting to fast that are on that have diabetes, 1 or 2, and I shared some information about those precautions that need to be taken if you want to fast, if you have diabetes, hypertension, and things like that. Always see your doctor, but the reports and papers are already in from NIH. The National Institute of Health is a government entity, and they do all kinds of studies. I often go to their website because they render scholarly, peer-reviewed reports. And that's basically where I draw my resources from when getting information about fasting, about the stem cells that are generated while fasting, what they're doing, how you cleanse your gut from fasting, the lymphatic system and the association of the lymphatic system with your gut health, all of that, changing up your entire gut biome. And many of us have just finished 21 days of all water fasting. And what we did is after fasting, we went right into chelation. And chelation is a process by which you draw or you purge heavy metals from your system. Hey, Lou, how are you? Oh, Louise. Oh, I hope that's Louise. How are you? Good afternoon. Hey, Shaq. Good morning. Good morning. 20 days. Oh, my God. Very good. Very good. How is everything going? Hi, Kat. How are you? Thanks for following. It's all new. Welcome, welcome. Grand day, beautiful queen sister. You have me really thinking about this water fasting. Yeah, because it's not a joke. Louise, welcome. Good. Thank you. How are you? You pronounce it. I pronounce it perfectly. Okay, Louise. Very good. And welcome. Yes, today we're basically going to get caught up with everyone to find out how people are doing as far as the fast that we're, kind of concluded that people are still on, and talk about our upcoming fast. Yesterday we did talk about some of the things, or some of the concerns with people who have diabetes, and I did offer, I posted Dr. Sabi's nutritional guide again. And did not get to post the actual links for those. Dr. Goldhammer from the North One Institute in California, where that's all they do is study fasting, and they in their process are publishing medical documents substantiating exactly what we're doing, all water fasting. and some of the incredible, absolutely incredible benefits of all water fasting. Okay, let me go back. Okay. So, yeah, it's all new. I'm telling you, it is something to think about because this is a positive action in the right direction in reclaiming our entire health. Simple as that. Nothing short of absolutely amazing the benefits that come from just all water fasting. Okay. Yeah, it's all new. I'm telling you, we struggle every day trying to do better and putting forth our best effort. And sometimes it becomes difficult because our surroundings is not conducive. So you have to put on double armor first to, have yourself, get up the gumption and the wherewithal to do the fast, but then to be surrounded by things that are not conducive to doing so. I mean, that's why the discipline that it takes to do these fasts transfers over to so many other different areas of your life. I've noticed it in mine. I've done 6 now, 6 fasts. And I'm telling you, I know I've changed, not just internally, but just my whole attitude, my outlook, my self-control, all of that has changed. My discipline, things that I know I need to do, I just get it done. Not a lot of procrastination like it used to be. Yeah, just insane. Louise, can you do it at any weight? I'm scared I'll faint. Now, let me tell you, don't worry so much about the weight. The fast is going to regulate, what your body can endure. And at the beginning of the fast, I'm telling you, you will feel lightheaded, faint, and you just rest. Once you get past day 3 or 4, that's when it levels off. That's when your body has gone through autophagy. That's where it's no longer feeding off the glucose, it's feeding off the stored fat in your system. And ketosis, that is ketosis, autophagy. Autophagy is when the stem cells really start being produced and generated. So once you get past day 3 or 4, you're kind of smooth sailing. It becomes a lot easier. So you will feel some of those things. Right, at midnight on March 1st. March 1st, I'm setting up a Zoom. And I was just checking it out today so that we can all get on a Zoom call. And I'm going to do it live so that we can do our mukbang. And the mukbang is basically where we're going to all prepare our alkaline vegan dishes and, we can be preparing them on the Zoom and or eating them. But it's all going to be a big feast that we share together via Zoom. And it's for 40 days. That's right. And don't be afraid, Louise, because you're going to have certain symptoms. And that's why this platform is so important, because you've got people here who've done it, who've done the fasting, who can tell you what's normal as far as each day of the fast. And that's why I'm going to go on live at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern and 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern, just to keep, if you have any questions, you feel anything that feels irregular, you can kind of substantiate that with some of the people who have the experience. But like I said, make sure you consult your physician. What you want to do is have their medical guidance and supervision, whether they agree with you or not about doing the fast. You still want to have their medical guidance and supervision. So it's all new. When you said you do Uber Eats and such, I knew it was affirmation. I'm all in. Yeah, I'm telling you. I was doing DoorDash while fasting. I don't want to act like it wants to go dead already. I haven't even really been using my phone. I did 2 posts today. Dr. Sabi's thing. And by the way, y'all know that post that's on my page about the woman talking about the vaccination having stem cells and talking about how they came by the stem cells? I know exactly who it was because the idiot kept asking me, well, you need to take it down. I'm like, I got this from somebody else's page. All I'm interested in is where are they getting the stem cells? But because the lady's talking about the stem cells being in the vaccination, I had a what is it called? A violation. I had never had one before, so I was like, what? They took the thing down. And I had to appeal it. What is it called? Community violation or something like that. So he took it down. And I appealed. I'm like, what the heck? I went back to the original source, and it's like, well, theirs is still up. What the? So then I thought back. This gay, I guess his name was Gay Affirmative or something like that, kept saying, you need to take that down because that's wrong. That's a lie. That's a this. I'm like, listen, I don't care what they doing with them. I just want to know where they getting the stem cells from. Because as we've talked about, the only way to get stem cells is from a 3 to 5 day old embryo or the amniotic fluid or the umbilical cord. So it's like, where the frick they getting stem cells from? Now, I've heard of stem cell therapy and all that other stuff, and it really didn't cross my mind until I saw this post with this lady talking about stem cells are in the vaccine. And I'm not really concerned with that because, we ain't got nothing to do with none of that crap. We're good. With us fasting, we're good. Let me tell you. Let me say it again. We're good. So I don't care nothing about that crap. What I'm wondering is how are you getting stem cells when the only way you can get it from is the embryo or by fasting? I mean, you actually taking blood from people who are fasting or how? I was confused, and I'm still trying to grasp that. Because the lady was talking about how somehow or another they take the child is being aborted and they have to take it while it's alive and without anesthesia, got to take the heart out and the brain and all this other stuff to get to the stem cells, I guess, in the kidney, and the kidney has to be well formed. Some crap. I'm like, y'all got to be kidding me. So if they're getting it like that for this vaccine, which I don't know. What I did read up on is the fact that they use stem cells from embryos from 20 some odd years ago. Like, how they do that? That don't even sound right. I mean, it's like if the fetus is dead, how you gonna get live stem cells? Stem cells that are regenerate. So that shit didn't even make sense to me. But anyhow, if they're doing that for the vaccine, which I'm not sure they are or not, but I'm pretty sure they probably are because we know the power of the stem cell. We know the power of the stem cell, and that's why we fast. And the fast generates them naturally just by putting the fork down. But if they're doing that for the vaccine, whether they are or not, how are they really going through some stem cell therapy for people to get these patches and have all this kind of stem cell talk going on now? I mean, really, every scientific report that I've read have always said that these cells come from living tissue. Living. And if we know that the only way to get stem cells is from an embryo that's 3 to 5 days old or the amniotic fluid or the umbilical cord, something's got to be living. So I don't know. But they took the post down. And I appealed it, and I noticed this morning that it's back up. So I guess I won the appeal. But I had never had any community violation or anything like that. My content matter don't have nothing to do with them and they crap. So I don't know. Anyhow, it's back up. But it's got like 3,500 views and stuff. So I guess people are passionate about that crap. It's like, you can be all passionate about all this stuff that's surrounding this doggone epidemic, pandemic, whatever you want to call it, and the stuff that they're using to, thwart it and all. But you still ain't talking about the root benefits of freaking fasting. You're still not even talking about dietary changes like alkaline and wild. Nobody is talking about that in these medical communities. That's why I don't trust them like that. I mean, because my body, myself, from my own experience with fasting, I see the benefits. of what fasting can do. I see that. I mean, you can't skirt it. There's no way to skirt it. It's going to take some work, hard work, because fasting ain't easy. But you can't curtail it. You know, all these inoculations and all this other stuff, and they ain't doing nothing. I mean, and then to think that people who get it try to act like they all good and they ain't changed diet, nothing. And they think that they all good. It's like, it's sickening. And I'm telling you, the divide that we have with it, whether you have it or not, has just been amazing. And I'm telling you, you know, because for me, it's like, you don't need to know whether I have it or not. You know, I can see if you say before you come to our gathering, you give me a rapid test or a PCR test to see if right on the spot you have it. But you don't need to know my background and stuff. Anyhow, let's get off of that because this is a positive environment. I mean, I get so riled up because it's like, you know, the nerve of some people. It drives me crazy. And then this guy was so passionate about, oh, you need to take it down because that's not true. I'm like, take it down? Go your own page. Go somewhere. Get out of my face. You know, take it down. You take your stuff down. Put your stuff up. I don't know. But my whole concern with the whole article was where they're getting the stem cells, because that's what we've been talking about, us generating stem cells through fasting. We're putting in the hard work to get what we need, which are the stem cells, to basically repair our bodies. And that's what they do. So anyhow, now Big Tay wants to know, Big Tay, hold on one second. I'm going to get to your question. Let me go back and make sure I haven't missed anybody. Because as everyone knows, in this room, we give everyone their proper attention. So if you write a comment, I'm reading it. Okay. Even if it's dumb. I'm telling you, because we've had some funny ones, haven't we, guys? We've had some funny ones. Do you eat meat? Nah, do you? I don't know. They just be trying to get a rise or something. Okay. I am going to push and will need support. Yes, we will be here. It's all new. We will be here to give that support. And I'm telling you, we're going to make sure you push because we're going to be pushing. That's why we push together and we have this platform so that we can, you know, accomplish our goal. And that goal is to do 40 days all water. And I'm going to tell you, this is going to be the one. This is going to be the one. I'm telling you, the way your body is going to react to 40 days with no food is going to be nothing short of amazing. And what I'm telling you, it is worth every bit of everything you're going to experience, because at the end, I'm telling you, you're going to have a whole new body. It's going to be that of a newborn. I'm telling you, at least it was for me. I'm telling, man, I couldn't hold anything. Before I could finish eating, I'm in the bathroom and really don't even have to use tissue. I mean, just whoop, it's gone. And I'm telling you, the skin, the energy, I'm telling you, you will love your body after them 40 days. Okay, I have to do better. And yes, we're all going to encourage all of that. The best effort is going to be had while we, you know, commune together here, 1 o'clock, 7 o'clock, giving each other support. Okay. Louise, can you do it at any weight? 40 days, all water, starting midnight, March 1st. Okay. Hey, 72. Hold on one second. I'm a little behind. 30 messages behind. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me just catch up. Okay. It's all new says, when you said, do Uber Eats. Yeah. Okay. Here, Big Tay 119 wants to find out, how do you heal bad back pain? Well, let me tell you like this, Big Tay. Most of those things are caused by excess mucus. Excess mucus then leads to inflammation, and inflammation is where that back pain is coming from. And what you need to do first and foremost is change your diet. If you're doing any kind of acidic mucus building stuff like dairy, meat, sugar. X that immediately. And I'm talking about that white rice, brown rice, all of that's the same. Wild rice you can have. The breads, all that kind of stuff, they're mucus building. And what happens is when you have excess mucus in your system, it always turns into inflammation. Always. That's why you got to get rid of that stuff. Now, what I do recommend people who have those kind of pains, local kind of stuff, do Cmos. And I sell Cmos on my site. It's linked in my bio. And I harvest my own in St. Lucia. I dive down and I cut it from the coral and the rocks and dry it on the tarps and ship it here to the United States. And it's available on my site, which is linked in the bio. And what that does is it eliminates that excess mucus like that. I mean, whereas the daily allowance is about 2 tablespoons, what I would do is I would kind of do more than 2 tablespoons, and you will feel a difference almost immediately with those kind of things. But that's just, something temporary, because if you're still eating all the meat and stuff, you're going to continue to have excess mucus, continue to have excess inflammation, and continue to have those back pains. So you got to change your diet. But Cmos in that diet will help to get rid of that excess mucus immediately. Okay. Beautifully content. Beautifully content. Thank you so much for following. Louise says, thank you so much. You're very welcome. Exclusive favor. You are speaking all facts. Each one, teach one. Continue to heal your people. Thank you so much. Yeah, this is a platform where we're teaching one another. We're a family here, my alkaline vegan journey, and we're all supporting one another and really helping each other. Because I'm going to tell you, that 21-day fast that we just finished, I had never, ever had support. In the 6 fasts that I've done, one of which was 40 days, didn't have one bit of support. And it made it go so much faster having this platform where I could come on and I knew other people were fasting as well. Just being able to talk and tell, day 10, I'm balled up because I ain't moving and the lymphatic system is kicking me in the butt because I'm not moving. And being able to express, some of the things that are happening while you're fasting, it's just priceless. It really is. And it makes the time go so much faster. That's why every day now, I'm moving to St. Lucia on February 22nd from D.C. So somewhere in there, I don't know if I'm going to be flying when the 1 o'clock hour or the 7 o'clock hour hits. And I'm trying to set it up now where everything will be set up down there. I'm shipping, some of my stuff tomorrow and Tuesday and Thursday of this week down there to the house. And hopefully that'll make my move easier. But at some point, I'm going to be down there when we start fasting. And I'm hoping that the internet connections and everything are going to be such that I don't have any interruption. But if so, y'all know that's what it is. And just, be patient. I will be here. So, yeah, thank you so much for that exclusive favor. Thank you so much. Sherry, is it? Shahari, 2020. Thank you for following. It's all new. Oh, that is great. It helps to have support. Yes, it does. Big Tay, did you see my question? Yeah. Did you get the answer? Cmos right now on the spot to get it. But then you need to change your diet. Yeah, I'm kind of behind. I'm like 45 new messages behind. So y'all just be patient with me. I'll get to them. Let me do this. Hey, Chistany. Yeah, Dr. Sabi's, no, you're talking about the guidelines. Yeah, the community guidelines. They say I violated them. Nothing in that post was inaccurate. It didn't violate anything. So they released it and now it's back up. So I won the appeal. Big Tay, I hope you got that. Order the Cmos from my site now and then join us. We're going to be doing 40 days of all water fasting on March 2nd, 2022. And what I want you to do is to join us, even if you may not be able to do the all water. And I'm almost insisting, just do the all water. I mean, just put it in your mind right now that for 40 days you're going to do all water. You're going to change your body. You're going to change your health. You're going to take complete control of your wellness. And this is where you start with an all water fast. And with that, I'm telling you, you won't be feeling no pain no more. Especially not no back pain, because just in those 40 days, you wind up changing the complete microbiome of your gut. And that's where most, if not all, disease starts. That's where almost all pain in your body begins, because there's such a great affiliation between your gut and your lymphatic system. And once your gut gets corrupt with bad bacteria, it just kind of goes through the body and it affects everything. Thank you, Chistany, for the rose. Thank you. Thank you, James, for sharing the live. Fen Beauty. There's a lot in that vax. And honestly, it doesn't affect us because we're doing what should be done to build your immunity. We're doing what should be done to keep your body in a state of alkalinity where disease cannot live. We're doing what needs to be done to keep us safe. So, and that's if you follow it step by step by step. It ain't no sidetracking. After you finish with this fast, you go straight into Dr. Sebi's nutritional guide, which is following the foods that are on there, the oils, the flours, the nuts, all of that stuff. Stay within those realms, within that guide by Dr. Sebi. And I'm telling you, you'll be good. Okay, James, thanks so much for sharing the live. And I had somebody with 8-point-something million followers to join. So I'm telling you, and it's all about getting the word out. Thanks so much, James, for sharing the live, because a lot of people don't even know. They're thinking, okay, we could go to the store and buy the right fruits and vegetables, or we're going to buy organic, and they got organic GMO foods, such as the seedless watermelon and the seedless grapes. Those ain't nothing but GMOs. Where in nature do you find a freaking wild watermelon grown with no seeds? Stay away from that crap. Don't eat that crap. You want to get your DNA back on track. And to get your DNA back on track is to eat the stuff that's wild, sent from God. Not even if it does some cross-pollination in nature, you don't want to eat that either. A cross between a peach and a pear, a nectarine. I don't know what the crap is called. You want to keep it as natural as possible. You want your DNA back to its natural state, because any alterations in your DNA opens you up to disease. Simple as that. Yeah. I want to say Gletz Saf Goddess. I'm just going to call you Goddess. Aborted fetal cells. I'm telling you, yeah, we're not working with none of that kind of crap, because they're talking about stem cells. We're generating our own naturally from fasting. So we ain't even going to deal with, how they killing babies or whatever to get, to kind of circumvent what they could be doing naturally, which is just put the fork down. It's already scientifically proven that you get, you produce stem cells at an alarming rate when you stop eating. Caloric deprivation. That's why I say all water fasting is the best for your body. It yields the maximum benefits to fasting. So yeah, you could do all herbal teas and all the, raw foods and the smoothies and all that other stuff, but you're not going to get the benefits of the all water fasting, not even a little bit. And that's why this March 2nd, 2020 fast is all water. We're going to reclaim our health. We're going to reclaim our wellness. We're not going to keep depending on the food industry, the freaking pharmaceutical companies for our health and wellness. We're going to take it back. That's what this is all about, taking it back. Okay, it's all new news says, I take tincture drops and a detox tea. Can I still use those during the water fast? Heck, I'm telling you, when I say all water, don't mix it with no teas. Don't mix it with nothing. Do nothing but water. Nothing but water. Nothing but water. Nothing but water. Thank you so much, Goddess, for following. And Beauty froze them cryogenic. I don't know. James, thanks again for sharing the live. They could be using animals like chickens for stems. Natural human stem cells only come from embryos that are 3 to 5 days old and fasting. Amniotic fluid and umbilical cords are associated with the embryo. Those are the only ways to get human. Now, they might be in the labs trying to figure out how to get them from these animals and all of that, but we're not going to concern ourselves with that because we know how we can get them on our own, naturally, in our own bodies, the ones that come in our bodies, and that is through fasting. Okay, this Lena, thanks so much for joining. Okay, let me go back because sometimes they be holding like 60 messages at a time that I got to scroll back and capture everything. So y'all bear with me. I'm going to go through and just make sure I got everybody in because y'all know me. I don't mess around. I try to make sure everybody is heard. If you write a comment, I'm speaking it. And that's what this community is all about. Okay, here it is. And I don't know what I might have said because some of the stuff I'm really late. Golly, 60 comments behind. Okay, I got a new juicer too. I bought it from the thrift store. I clean that thing so well, but it works well too. Okay, Miss Overcomer is here. I am way behind. Y'all just bear with me. I'm gonna catch up. If I could stop talking for a minute. Okay. Hey, JHN, I guess that stands for John. Thanks so much for following. And Yvette, how low G is the fast? Okay, how long? The fast is for 40 days. It starts March 2nd. So Yvette, just join us. Follow me, and we're gonna be here 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. daily throughout the fast, and before and after the fast. I'll never see me not being on at 1 and 7 p.m. Eastern time. Now I got to figure out if the time zones are different down there in St. Lucia too. I'll figure that out. Can you read my comments, Mama? Did you get that, Miss Overcomer? I'm catching up, so I'm gonna read everyone's comment. DH, thanks so much for following. DH says, yes, seedless watermelons came out in 05. Tiny then, now they're huge. Right. See, some fake old crap. DH agrees with me. Condale, thank you so much for following. Tommy Cooksey, thank you for being on here. You're so welcome. I'm telling you, thank you all for being here because I can't do this by myself. Whereas, I provide the platform. I'm being helped just like you all are. So this is communal. I mean, this thing is give and take. I can't be here without y'all, just like, this whole thing came together because of you all and the fast. I'm so glad I thought of it because I've been going through fasting by myself. And yes, it's drudgery when you have to deal with, especially me delivering DoorDash, never having fasted before, trying not to eat and delivering that food, which ultimately became very sickening to smell. And I think that's why I do mukbangs when I'm fasting. Y'all, hold on. I have got to get my charger. I may have to resituate myself. Yeah, let's go to the living room or the kitchen. Hold on 1 second. I got to relocate. Oh, I'm dropping juice all over the place. Okay, hold on. Let's see if this works upside down. I'm about to burn up. I don't know why I got this robe on. Okay, so let me get back. Okay. I have fibroid and acid reflux too, they say. So Miss Overcomer, check this out. This is the place you need to be. Because with things like that, we can fix that. Fasting will fix that. You understand what I mean? Fasting will fix that. I got to come out of this robe. Let me see if it'll do it upside down. Am I upside down, y'all? Somebody, shoot. I am. Because see, when I plug it in, I can't put it on the stand. That's okay. Let's just try to work with it. Okay. At some point, I'm telling you, I'm going to have some decent equipment. You know, I'm going to work on that when I get down to St. Lucia. Oh, here it is. Come here. This helps. Okay. Let me keep going. So, Miss Overcomer, what you need to do is you need to get my Cmos. I'm telling you, Cmos is a cure-all. If y'all look at my latest post with Dr. Sabi's nutritional guide, he says it. The man asked him, what is Cmos good for? And the man says, Dr. Sabi says, everything. And he ain't never lied. I'm telling you, it's like the superfood that no one really knew about. And now people are finding out about it. So, yeah, my Cmos, I harvest myself in St. Lucia, and it's available in my store. All you have to do is click on the link in my bio. Okay. So, Ms. Overcomer says, I've gotten my Mama Juicer. So, yeah, the juicing is very good. But we're not going to do any of that when we do our all water fast. We're going to do all water. All water. Okay, It's All Nunu says, and yes, Mr. Overcomer, I'm going one by one, so I'm not missing nobody's comment. So just be patient with me. It's All Nunu says, wow, I have lipedema and lymphedema. So I trust this will help most freaking definitely. All of that stuff starts right here in the gut. And what we're about to do is change the whole microbiome down there. When you start feeding, stop feeding and fasting, I'm telling you, it changes the flora of all of that junk that's down in there that's causing all of that stuff. So yeah, you on the right page. You doing the right thing. Thank you so much, Leslie, for following. It's All Nunu says, I appreciate you taking time and explaining all of this. You're so welcome. I was so lost. A bunch of puzzle pieces. Yes. I did a lot of research, and man, everybody needs to know this. We can live longer, healthier lives. And even if the life is not as long, it'll be healthy. It's all about being able to live the healthiest life you have while here. Why be living and be suffering and be in pain and having all these aches and, be on pain therapy for life and all that stuff? Nah, that's not what life is. So yeah, you're so welcome. And I thank you all for being here, because without you, there's no me. James, thanks so much for following. Miss Overcomer, unless I be at home and not going to work doing that fast. No. I don't care if you're going to work or not. Guess what? We're doing 40 days. No, you won't. Miss Overcomer says, woman, I will die drinking water for 40 days. No, you won't. No, you won't. I'm a living testimony that no, you won't. And several others are too. And her name is Miss Overcomer. Come on now. You're already putting that negative energy in the air about what you're going to do. I'm telling you, what you're going to do is 40 days, and you're going to do it well. And you're going to finish what you start. And you're going to be happier once you're done. 40 days out of your whole life? Come on now. To reconstruct your whole body system? Come on now. Be for real. And we got 2 months, a month or so to even get to the starting point. Don't start talking that negative crap. Get on out of here with that. We're going to do this thing, and we're going to do it well. We're going to do it real well. It's All Nunu says, that is awesome. All the best with the move. Yeah, I can't wait. I need to put my feet in the dirt. I can't get back to Australia just yet because they haven't opened the borders. That's where I'm living. I moved there back in 2016 and came back here 2019 to visit because I hadn't been home for a minute, and didn't get my permanent residency before I left, and my daughter did. And she told me, you should go ahead and get it out the way. You got the house and everything, you already got enough points to get it. And I did. And I just didn't do it. That procrastination landed me here. But I think it's all for a reason. But anyhow, I'm going to hang out down in St. Lucia and then, head back to Australia, whenever they allow me back in. But yeah, so St. Lucia, here I come. Exclusive Flavor, thank you so much for following. Walter Watts, thank you for joining us. Do you like burdock root? I love it, but you can't take too much of it. It is a blood thinner. Even though it's a purifier, it is a blood thinner. So yeah, I love it. And that's part of our rejuvenation after we fast. Once we did our 21 days, January 1st through January 23rd, what we did is we did a chelation. That was with cascada sagrada, rhubarb root, blessed thistle, and protegiosa. We did that for about 2 days, and then we went to the rejuvenation, which is the burdock root, bladderwrack, and Cmos. Excuse me. And then we went into our smoothies and teas and whatever you wanted, and then we went into our raw. So I'm like today, just now getting into a couple of cooked things. I generally do raw anyhow, but for some reason I had a taste for injera chips, so I posted that as well. Just taking the injera, baking them with some avocado oil, putting a little cayenne pepper and sea salt, and then putting avocado. So it became like avocado toast. So yeah, I'm just now getting back into my cooked foods. James, again, thank you so much for sharing the live. Blue Truth, welcome, welcome. DC is in the house. Greetings. 72 Ollie. Ollie, thank you so much for sharing the live. Hey, DC, what's up? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome home. It's All New News. Thank you so much for sharing the live. And It's All New News says, and everyone else, very good. Okay, thank you, 72 Ollie, for following. It's All New News says, this is some good stuff. I am so glad I found you. I'm so glad you did too. I am too. Cindy Marshall, thank you so much for joining us. Such as collard, spinach, and turnip greens. The only thing that's acceptable of that threesome, according to Dr. Sabi, are turnip greens. Collards, I'm sure those are spinach, probably that as well. It's probably alkaline going in, but it's probably man-made to the hilt. They done messed up so much junk, it ain't even funny when I think about it. I used to love me some collard greens. You hear me? And spinach too, actually. But you could do callaloo. Randy's in the house. Hey, Randy. I see she come in showering us with flowers. All right. All right. Yes. So yeah, the spinach, you could substitute that with callaloo. The collard greens, you could kind of do the turnips with the mixture of arugula and dandelion and watercress. And that's kind of what I do. I kind of mix them all together. Leafy greens, callaloo, now I don't know what the question was because you were saying it will help. I don't know, Cindy, what you're referring to. So let me keep going. I'm so far behind. Thank you, 72 Ollie, for sharing the live. Beth Houston, thank you so much for following. Cindy Marshall, Vitamin E, Weezus, at Tucker Harrison 413. Okay, so Weezus is responding to Tucker Harris. I've done a 10-day water juice fast and reap many benefits. Oh yeah, I'm not saying you won't reap benefits from all of that, but I'm gonna tell you the maximum benefit is an extended all water fast. Nothing beats it. I mean, absolutely nothing beats it. Y'all, excuse me. Let me wash these glasses. That's another thing. I gotta keep stopping. And these comments just keep loading up on me. I don't know how to get so dirty. Okay, let me keep going. Okay, vitamin E, Tuckerman. Okay. Thank you so much, 72 Ollie, for the roses. Okay. James, thanks for sharing the live again. Okay, man, I sent those likes a long time ago, so I'm really way behind. Let me just get caught up again. Okay. Frederick, thanks so much for following and joining us. Let me see if I can get these clean enough so I can see. Yeah, Valden. Let me see. Valdansler. Yeah, I did a 40-day fast, February 17th of 2021 through March 28th of 21. It was my first, and I did it all by myself. And boy, day 32, I'll never forget that. In the Walmart clearing off shelves, one of the family members were like, "I bet you had attitude like what?" It's like, how you know? I was in there complaining about them not having chairs in the Walmart. Like, what if I was an old person and just needed to take a break and sit down? Anyhow. But yeah, I did 40 days and it was the best thing ever. Best thing ever in my life. That's why I'm promoting this thing so feverishly. James, again, thanks for sharing the live. Fred Brown, thanks for sharing the live. And thanks for joining us. Beauty, 40 days, all water. Yes. I've done 6 fasts now that have been all water. 5 of which were 21 days and the one that was for 40 days, all water. Yeah, Frederick, yeah. 5 fasts that were 21 days and one that was 40 days, all water. Okay. I would starve to death. No, you wouldn't. Cindy, don't. I'm telling you. If you start kind of manifesting that kind of thought process about, starving and not being able to do it, guess what? That's what's going to matriculate. And you don't want that. You want to stay positive because I'm telling you, anyone can do it. Anyone can do it. And, I didn't consult my doctor, but I didn't have any really serious issues other than hypertension. I wasn't taking any medicine anyhow. So it could only have helped me. So, I've just been bad. I'm a rebel. I don't know. No, you will not starve to death. I'm living proof that you won't. Tucker Harris, thank you so much for joining us. I'm hurting people. How am I hurting them? I don't know. Jerry Ander, thank you so much for following. 72 Oily. What's the topic of discussion here? I'm just arriving. Okay, yeah, just about us fasting. The past fast that we just finished, and I'm just not getting to this. I'm sorry. I know you've been here for a minute. And the one that's coming up, March 2nd for 40 days. Blue Truth is laughing. I know I probably said something crazy. Tucker Harris, Weezus 11. Read lots of books. None show any peer-reviewed data for fasting like this. Yeah, as a matter of fact, Weezus, I actually shared a video by, I left the man's name, Goldhammer. His name is Dr. Alan Goldhammer. Just look him up. He has a whole facility in California that's geared to doing the actual studies that many doctors and many physicians, many scientists, PhDs are checking out because he's substantiating everything that people have already known about fasting and the benefits. But yeah, Dr. Alan Goldhammer. Okay, and all of the stuff that he's publishing are scholarly and peer-reviewed. Val Dansler, and they don't even provide breathalyzer tests like they do in other countries. Why so invasive here? Oh, I don't even know. I don't know. Weezus, Tuckerman, to Tuckerman, Harrison, go read a book. I got my warriors out already. Very good. Femme Beauty. It's true. Valdizer, exactly. Femme Beauty. When you fast, do you do fruits, water, teas, just all water? Beauty. Tucker Harrison, you're damaging people. Tucker, if you believe that, why don't you leave? How am I damaging people? Everything that I'm talking about basically comes from my experience and my research. So what are you talking about? You just come out of the blue just talking nonsense? How am I damaging people? Yeah, hold on. Thank you, Wheezy, Wheezes, because I see where that's coming from now. It's like, get off the page. If you don't believe in what we're doing, get the freak out of here. And we're a positive, loving, caring environment that want to get our health right. Why don't you step off? Just step off. Anyhow, Femme Beauty, true. Now they are talking about natural immunity after so many people got sick with the facts. Yeah, so little, so late. Like, why weren't they talking that at the beginning? Like, get your immune system right. Dealing with the FDA for proving this junk that they putting on the shelves. I know. But yeah, we killing people. When I hear people like that, it's like, I don't know. I don't want to, align myself with any of that kind of ideology, because I know for a fact from my own experience the benefits of fasting, extended all water fasting. I know for a fact. So thank you, Valdizer, for following. Blue Truth. Wow. Hey, Lady Bird. Preach. Thank you. Fasting is the best. Femme Beauty. I do know your blood can live for decades. I missed it. Because I'm so far behind and it just pops up. Let me see if I can catch it again. Yeah, I see some new people here. Y'all just bear with me. I'm trying to make sure I read everyone's post. And sometimes that takes me a minute because I'm so busy talking as well. Okay, I was on Femme Beauty. Okay, now I'm talking about the facts. Okay, I do know your blood can live for decades despite a person dying. So can stem cells. Okay. See, that's something I didn't know. Okay, because they did say that some of the testing for some of this stuff that they're trying to inoculate us with came from specimens that were years, like 20 years old. But that still means it's, somewhere in the stuff. Because why would they be testing the stuff and not ultimately put it in the stuff? I don't know. But anyhow, it seems kind of weird. Randy is in the house. Negativity is acidic. Be gone. Thank you. Yeah, Dr. Sabi's nutritional guide. I posted it again, so y'all go check it out. It is so it's so perfect for me because, like I said, I found him while trying to figure out how to break my very first fast. I had never fasted before, so I was doing research, and that's how I came across Dr. Sabi. And I thank him so much because I was going fruit by vegetable by fruit by vegetable, trying to figure out, if it was real or if it was, good to, consume after breaking a long extended fast. Because I have to admit, I didn't know what I was doing when I did my first fast, but that was in 2020. Now I feel like I'm sort of an expert. Okay, so Randy is talking to John 682. Yes, fasting does cure. And she has a testimony like you wouldn't believe. Stage 5 or stage 4 cervical, or stage 5 was it, Randy? Cervical cancer. Dr. Sabi hooked her up. I mean, she is living today because of Dr. Sabi. Welcome back, Fat to Fit documentary. Hey, Thomas Prue. What's up? Glad to have you back. Yeah, there's a great document called Fasting. Yeah, there are several, but what I do is in doing my preliminary research, I try to do things that are all peer-reviewed scholarly works, and then from there I go to their resources and some of the other studies, people who have cited them. I go to their research because often if someone's citing their work, they're doing some other kind of study that deals with fasting, maybe a different aspect. Like, people with high blood pressure might be studied. And then someone who's citing that work might also be using that citation for study that's doing people with cancer fasting. So I kind of read all of those. And then they refer me back to those documentaries and things like that. Tribal, not religious. Okay, absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us. Lakendra, thanks so much for following. Tribal, not religious, long fasts are essential. I believe you. I believe you. I believe you. Will fasting help type 2? Most definitely. And that's the thing that I wanted to show you all, or that I shared yesterday. Go check out Dr. Alan Goldhammer. And then there's an NIH study and an MIT study. What I do, if I'm using Google, is I go straight to Google and I type in scholarly peer-reviewed articles on. And you could do fasting and type 2 diabetes. And they'll lead you to all the stuff that's, peer-reviewed from scholars. And they'll give you information on just that. But from a technical standpoint, in that these are doctors, physicians, microbiologists, biochemists, people who are actually doing case studies in the field and their findings. And you could start by just reading the abstracts. And the abstracts will give you a brief synopsis with the conclusion as to whether or not you want to continue researching that particular article. Because some of the stuff was so way left field, I was like, okay, I don't need to read this. Okay. Fat to Fit says it's easy after 3 days. Natural hunger goes away. Yeah, 3 to 4 days is the threshold that you want to overcome. And all of my fasts. Actually, here lately, it's changed for me. I guess because I've done so many. My first fast, I didn't feel it. I guess I wasn't expecting to. I don't know what it was my first fast, because I didn't feel that kind of hunger. I do remember having like that sicky headache. And I got to go back and read those notes, because that first fast was, just out of the blue. I didn't plan for it. I just one day put the fork down. So yeah, it will help, if not completely reverse type 2 diabetes. Okay. Tribal, not religious says shalom. Welcome. Randy says to Corsi, of course, just be respectful and serious. Questions are definitely welcome. I like the way she does that. Welcome. Thank you so much. Corsi, can I join and ask some questions? Of course. Oh, thank you for joining us, Corsi. If you have any questions, just feel free to ask. Randy, thank you so much for sending the roses. DC, a little late, but I'm here. That was me too, because, I got to change the do. I got to get ready, because I'm, starting to really make the move. February 1 is like next week, and I'm leaving on the 22nd, so I got to get this thing in order. You hear me? So, yeah, I'm going to get this thing in order. So, Randy, thanks for sharing the live. Corsi, can I ask some questions about being vegan? Sure. None of us here. Hey, Keisha's in the house. Thank you for the rose, Keisha. Corsi, no one here is really vegan. We're all alkaline vegan, which means that not only do we not eat dairy and meat, we also don't eat anything that's not wild and alkaline. Margaret asks, do you something the moss? I sell Cmos, so you can go into my the link in my bio and order it straight from my store. Miss Overcomer, okay, I'm in. LOL. Okay, good. Thank you so much, Margaret, for following. Lay Dylan, thank you so much for following. Miss Overcomer, you too funny. She says, I'm in. Okay, I'm in. Yvette, thanks so much for joining us. I have to have a knee replacement. Yeah. Whew, I've heard about those. And I'm telling you, what your doctor may want you to do is fast before you have any kind of surgery. It's something about fasting that just, gives your body that necessary to receive the surgery well. And it's interesting because as you mentioned that, I think about how fasting might, because I'm sure it's like a cartilage thing where your bone is rubbing against bone, because that's usually why people have to have knee replacements. I don't have anything for that right now. Hey, the play. Thank you for sending that heart. Amy's in the house. Welcome, welcome. I'm day 3 tomorrow. I'm going to juice. Okay, so you're doing the juice fast, and that's fine. I hope you join us for the 40-day water fast, March 2nd. Okay, Amy says, about how much water is the best to drink while water fasting? Dr. Sabi has suggested that we do at least a gallon a day. And spring water, Deer Parker Crystal Geyser. Miss Overcomer said, I'm in Jamaica. We have it. I have 2 bottles in my fridge, 3 months now. Okay. So, yeah, of course, y'all got some doggone Cmos. But y'all Cmos ain't like my Cmos. My Cmos comes from St. Lucia, where we have volcanoes. And the volcanoes actually give it extra minerals and nutrients. And I died for mine myself, so I know it's authentic. I know it's real. I know it's the good stuff, the good. Okay. Yeah, thank you, The Plague, for joining us, too. Welcome, welcome. Thank you, John, for sharing the live. DC, you too. Thanks. So, John, if you have something that you want to share, go ahead. Okay. How long you staying on the live? I will be here. I try to get off at 2 o'clock, but that never works. And then I come back on at 7. So I say 3 o'clock. I try to do, about an hour to 2 hours. I got so much to do today being Sunday. Then I have court tomorrow, so I got to be ready. So, yeah, go ahead and share. We'll be here till at least 3. Okay. Child of the Most High, welcome, welcome. So you're in Jamaica, too. Okay, welcome. Beautifully content, only water. Okay. Child of the Most High. Mama, 40 days water fast. Will you drop down and die if it's your first time doing it? I did it for the first time last year, and no, you won't. It's about a willpower, a inner strength that just surges. I want to say about day 20, maybe day 21. That's when I had to start documenting stuff myself because I didn't have any support. I was with a group and they wouldn't let me post anything. I was like by myself, but I went through it. Day 32 was pivotal for me because that's when I finally said, I'm not staying in this house no more. I'm getting out. And I went to Walmart and, I did feel lethargic. I had to, wipe some junk off the bottom shelf so I could sit because they didn't have one chair. But yeah, you will feel those times of, really feeling tired and weak. But you have to fight that. You really have to, make yourself get up. And that's why I have this platform, so we can encourage and support you through that. Child of Most High says to beautifully content, only water, right? And we use spring water, Deer Parker Crystal Geyser. So yeah, Child of the Most High, you won't. But I'm telling you, if you feel that you have any kind of underlying conditions, please, y'all still consult your physician. You want to be able to have your numbers, your diastolic and systolic from your blood pressure, your weight, your cholesterol, your sugar levels. You want that stuff. You want to be able to document this for yourself in your own file. So when you go to a doctor, the doctor don't just make you another number, something that's similar to something else they've already seen. You want them to, be able to know you because you know you. So yeah, just be in touch with your doctors. Beautifully content says, can you talk about the fast and detail all things involved? We just stopped eating. We just finished a 21-day fast, and we kind of did that day by day because each day is going to be something different. Like we said, the first 3 days are the most important for starting any fast because that's when your hunger begins to dissipate, and it becomes really very kind of strong, where you might get the headaches, you might feel a little weak and lightheaded. You will feel some things while fasting for the first 3 days. Once you get past the first 3 days, I noticed with me, with my first fast, I actually purged actual mucus. Day 7. I didn't know what it was anyhow. But yeah, I read and I found out that that's the XX mucus that I wanted to eliminate. So as you get further into it, day 3 to 7, you go into what's called autophagy or ketosis, where your body's no longer feeding off of glucose, it's feeding off the stored fat in your system. So you will lose weight. There's some other things that, as you go, you'll see, especially with the 40-day fast, where it winds up becoming, you will feel the weakness. The hunger will completely dissipate. You're not going to feel that after at least day 4. And I guess that's why I was watching mukbangs. But, as far as the details, that's about it that I can recall off the top of my head. Yvette, thanks so much for following. So beautifully content. I'll be here every day, 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. if you have any specific questions. So as far as explaining the fast in detail, that's the extent of what I can do right now, because everyone is different in what they go through. Okay, let me get back to... Okay. No, let me go back. I missed something. Fantasy is in the house. Welcome, welcome. Okay. Now, y'all can read these better than I can, or faster or something. Great healing information. Good afternoon. Tina's in the house. Okay. Man, I can't keep up. What is wrong with me? I couldn't have been that far behind. Okay, here we go. She asked about the details of the fast. Yvette joined. Child of the Most High. Mama, you skipped over other comments. Why? Did I? Beautifully content. I'm Jamaican. How? Okay, John says, how long you staying on live? What did I miss? Did I miss something? Okay, let me keep going, because if I missed it, I'll go back. Okay. Child of the Most High. If I did, I'm gonna go back, because sometimes what happens is they hold them, and it could be like 16, 17 different comments, and I have to scroll back down to get back to the comment that I missed. I don't know. TikTok is just weird. I really think it's them and it's not me. DC says to Randy, that's what I think about last. Okay, Randy, DC. Cmos bomb. No, the Cmos bomb really is amazing. It's a liquid probiotic that is made with ginger, Cmos, agave. I put sorrel and moringa in this, and it's carbonated, of course, with no sugar, and it's like thin liquid. Let me just show it to you. And this is part of the reason why I can't keep up. It's hard to see it in this bottle. I don't have any brewing right now, but not top-ended. It's the Cmos bomb. And it's a liquid that is a gut cleanse. Okay. Now, the Cmos that I sell, Bali Claw White Snow. Bali Claw White Snow. And welcome. The Cmos that I sell is a solid. It's the Cmos gel. Now, this is the Cmos drink. It's called the Cmos bomb. It has a daily allowance, 2 tablespoons of Cmos in each bottle. Okay. So, DC, what are you ordering? Okay, well, I'm going to order your Cmos and see. Okay, Miss Overcomer. I'm telling you, our stuff in St. Lucia, and that's why I chose St. Lucia, because they got the volcanoes. Y'all know about, volcanic ash, the volcanoes, the minerals, and all that stuff that come from just being in this location on the crest. Just has an abundance of minerals that just seeps into that Cmos. I'm telling you, that Cmos is the bomb. Uh-oh. Okay, so yeah, order it. The link is in my bio. Okay, I was fasting 7 days straight from age 7 annually. That to me is amazing, Randy. That is amazing. Okay, and Tina, good afternoon. Welcome. I'm so sorry. I'm just getting to some of these now. Someone said I was skipping over comments. I hope I'm still not. So, is it Bali or 8 all claw white snow? I think it's 8. 8 Ollie claw white snow. Says the Shack, great healing information ever for cancer or anything. Yes, see, yes. And I'm telling you, the studies are just confirming what I have been saying all along. The studies are now confirming that this stuff ain't no joke. Fasting is the be all end all. And I think they already knew. But of course, if you can freely cleanse your system, reboot it without their medicine, where do you think that's going to put them? So, of course, they're not going to promote or talk about it. That's why now they're trying to come up with, from what I understand, and they already came out with a fasting pill that's like a balloon in your stomach or some crap. So, yeah, they're going to make their money. Randy says, I can't wait until the 3rd to order from Revitalization Robin. You can order right now. What are you talking about? Start your Cmos right now. I'm telling you, I think that me having the Cmos in my system really made my fast a lot easier because the Cmos is already doing everything. Now, what was interesting to me is day 20, I actually had a movement, a solid movement. And that's after not having anything in my system for 20 days, which meant that my chelation was already starting, some of the heavy metals. So, I mean, it's kind of graphic, but yeah, day 20 of 21 days of fasting, I had a solid extraction. And day 22, when I started chelation, it was the same thing. But it was like, it just needed to come out. And that was from the stuff that was properly built up from that pain that I felt on the day 10 of the fast, where I was balled up. I was in pain because I wasn't moving. And your lymphatic system needs you to move, or at least do the dry brushing so that it can actually do its job, which is sewage, waste removal. So I think day 20 was part of that was just still stuck in my lymphatic system, waiting to purge itself. And it did, because day 22, when I started the chelation, like I said, I was married to the bathroom. Simple as that. Okay, so Fantasy says, will you be doing Cmos with the 40-day fast? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I do Cmos every day, but when I fast, it's nothing but water. When I say nothing but water, y'all hear me when I say this. I don't take nothing, not one thing. The only thing that might enter my mouth might be a little bit of toothpaste. And my toothpaste is activated charcoal and coconut oil. And I just mix it in a jar. And I don't swallow it or anything like that. But that's it. All water. Okay. 8 Ollie Claw. Let me just call you White Snow, okay? The bloodstream needs to be clean. Even smoking infects bloodline. Okay, the bloodstream needs to be clean. Even smoking infects bloodline. Okay, Cmos is in liquid. Yeah, the Cmos is in here. The way, and that's part of the patent that I'm seeking, is the way I get the Cmos in here. And there's a patent pending on that. Yeah. So yeah, the Cmos is in the liquid. Shaq says to White Snow, okay, thanks, but I don't have it. Was just asking. Okay. Amy says, I've been alkaline fruitarian for almost 3 months now. That is interesting because I'm hearing a lot about people doing the all fruit, all raw movement. And I can understand that that's a whole different level from Dr. Sebi. Are you still following Dr. Sebi, though? Because that's important. Thank you so much, Keisha, for the rose. White Snow says to Shaq, I had a niece that took muscadine capsules. Okay. Randy says, Gold Hammer. It changed my text. Not today saying, can't touch this truth. Okay. Okay. Amy says, we are not taught to fast because it's good for us. Our bodies don't need to digest 3 meals a day. No, it does not. Amy never lied. White Snow says, what's your opinion on time keto? I don't really have one. I did keto. What was that guy's name that did the all meat? I did that years ago. And I lost weight. And even when I tested my whole alkalinity in 2020, between one of the two fasts, I did all meat. And I lost weight. But I can't say that my health was like that. I really can't. I think that honestly, my cholesterol was off. My BMI was right. But for me, this health movement is not about weight loss. Even though having an overweight status affects your health in some respects, fasting for me levels off exactly where your weight should be. So I don't really have, as far as keto, I don't know. I don't really have an opinion on it. Will it help with AIDS, HIV and AIDS? Shaq, most definitely. You talk about complete reversal, and especially when you do that chelation, because HIV and AIDS is one of those things that will hide behind those heavy metals. Straight up. Will hide behind it. When anyone comes to me and says they have that or herpes or any of that stuff, I give them the chelation right up front. And that's part of my 3-day detox. Man, I'm telling you, the chelation ain't no joke. It will flush everything, needed or not needed, to your system. It will flush it all. And if y'all look at that post on Dr. Sebi's nutritional guide that I just posted, I found a clip that I saved of him talking about iron. Iron is one of the only magnetic substances on the planet, and it attracts it. You know, all those heavy metals and stuff. It attracts it. So we want iron really in our system. Lakendra, welcome. Thank you. I am so blessed to have come across your page. Thank you so much for saying that. I'm so blessed for you to be here, because without you, guess what? I wouldn't be here. You know, without you guys, there's no way. No, Randy. Oh, I see you. It spelled it gold gamer, gold hammer. Okay. See, I'm behind. Okay, where I am, can't find and don't have the best fruit and vegetables. Where are you, DC? Because I'm going to tell you, I've got this company down in, where are they? I want to say Jamaica, where they will ship you. Is it Jamaica? It might be Jamaica, where they will ship you fresh fruits, but it's costly. Because, you know, I had a friend that did some soursop, because we can't get soursop here in D.C. Yes, rest in peace, Dr. Sebi. Thank you, Mimi Love, for joining. Yes, I agree. Rest in peace, Dr. Sebi. Randy says stages. Stage 5. Stage 5. cervical cancer. She survived that with Dr. Sabi. Oh my God. User 63, welcome and thank you for following. Deania Brady, I hope I said that right. Thank you so much for following. Randy says, we're about building our stem cells by water fasting. Exactly. Nardo Wick, thank you for joining us. If someone got COVID, would you suggest, it just flicked me all the way up. Would you suggest, I am really way behind. Let me catch up. I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to just read everybody's stuff and so I can just get caught up. Because I'm slow with this. Okay. Chelation, I'm way behind. Okay, so wait. Nardo asked, if someone got COVID, would you suggest to them to fast until they recover? I think fasting will completely turn that thing around because when you talk about viruses, they feeding off of something. And if you starve them, don't you think they die? I do. So not so much until they recover. I say, set a time frame. If you're going to do 21 days, extended fast is where you get the stem cells and the regeneration of them. And those are the things that go into your system and they destroy those disease cells. And that COVID is causing disease cells. So once you get those disease cells from that extended water fast, then you want to go straight into a chelation to get any, because I'm telling you, whenever you have any of these diseases, you will always have a parasite. Always will you have a parasite. And that chelation will get rid of those parasites. And those parasites in there pooping and all that other stuff, trying to mess up the gut biome, changing the good bacteria to bad bacteria. So you gotta, I'm telling you, the gut is the target. And the fast hits the gut. The stem cells hits the gut. So yeah, I probably would until they recover. And that, I'm telling you, would not take long. Okay, Randy says, I order from Whole Foods through Amazon. Right. Amazon now owns Whole Foods, and they have left a part of their store, a part of the Whole Foods open for what they call their fresh foods department for Amazon and for the delivery. So when you order on Amazon, that's for DC who say you can't get the fresh fruits. If you're in the States, if you order fresh food from Amazon, it comes from Whole Foods. Okay. Oh, so you're in Alabama. So if you all have Amazon, and they have, it's called Amazon Fresh, because y'all know I deliver for them too. But yeah, they have people that, they have a part of their company that just does fresh food. So try them, DC. Okay, chelation is where your body, beautifully content, chelation is where your body stops feeding off of the glucose once you start water fasting and starts feeding off the stored fat. Randy says, if everybody alkaline fasts, we would put pharmaceuticals out of business. Don't you think that's what they're afraid of? Go ahead, Randy. Go ahead. Thank you for the roses. Thank you. Shaq says, yes, I am. Let me catch up. Mindset is a huge part of fasting process of healing. Yes, it is. It's all Nunu says, I need all the help I can get. We all do. You just don't understand. Beautifully content. Thank you so much for the roses. Shaq says to Randy, I appreciate you telling me this. You're so welcome. After 40 days of fasting, there are specific compounds if necessary. His son's my contact. Okay, yes. Because Randy knows Dr. Sabi's son. I forgot his name. Hopefully we can get him on. And y'all, guess what? Somebody has joined us. And I saw a little blue check next to his name. So I checked him out. He's got 8.1 million followers. And he's on our fast as well. He's fasting right now. So I was grateful to hear that. Hopefully you can get the word out. DC says you can sell fasting. That's the reason they won't tell you about fasting. Yeah, you can't sell it. I know that's right. You can't sell it, so that's why they're not telling you. They can't make no money off of it. Okay. Keisha, well, lady, you almost killed me with them teas after my water fast. Oh, my Lord. I'm telling you, ain't it something? But don't you feel clean and refreshed, Keisha? I'm telling you. And I think I picked the best chelation teas. I'm telling you, that Cascada Sagrada with that rhubarb root, and then that blessed thistle with the protegiosa, I'm telling you, that thing ain't no joke. But see, what it did is it not only got rid of the heavy metals, but it got rid of everything that was hiding behind it. And all of those little pesky, what are they called? I just called it, but anyhow, yeah, that thing ain't no joke. Okay, ask Robin again. Okay, it's all new. Did you ask me something that I missed? I'm sorry. Yeah, my alkaline vegan journey is my name on all platforms. If Robin missed your query, ask again. Yeah, please do, because I'm trying to go through this. They say I'm 5 messages behind, but I don't know what that means. Okay, it's all new. I was trying to ask the host, excuse me, I'm sorry. Dr. Sabi cured HIV, AIDS, cancer, diabetes, impotence, everything. Yes, he did. And took them to court up there in New York and shut their mouths up, didn't he? They ain't know what to do with Dr. Sabi. Okay, that Cmos sounds good. My mom used to give us something similar. I'm excited to try it. Okay, it's all new. Tell me something. Did I miss something? It's all new, because I know you were trying to ask something. Yeah, the Cmos I actually get from the waters down in St. Lucia, in an area called Rodney Bay, Castries, I don't know, Gross Islet, Gros Islet, is how it's supposed to be said. But these waters are so pristine, but they're near volcanoes, and the volcanoes was what gives it its extra mineral content, just because of the volcano activity. Thank you so much, Mayoshi Morris. That's so pretty. Thank you so much for following. Shaq says to Randy, will fasting help someone with HIV and AIDS? Yes, most definitely. I'm gonna tell you honestly, you should probably, before you fast, do the chelation, and then after you fast, do the chelation. What are the things called? Not pesticides. I forgot the name of them that quick. How often do you fast? Margaret, I did 4 fasts in 20, and that was me testing out this whole alkaline vegan thing. And I did, each one was 21 days, because I had to test to see what sugar was actually doing to my body. And I found out, boy, did I find out. Then I had to find out what dairy was doing to my body. Then I had to find out what meat was doing to my body. So between each fast, I did one of either of them. And then the first one, I went right into the alkaline vegan journey. And I realized that the difference in my body, it was so drastic, it wasn't even funny. I mean, the way I felt after merging right into alkaline veganism can't even be compared. So the sugar was the worst. The sugar by far was the worst. And I'm so glad that I have agave and date sugar, because sometimes you do want something sweet, and I refuse to put sugar in my system. So it's all new, says to DH. I missed the answer on how the fast will help lymphedema and lymphedema. Oh, I'm sorry. So for those things, those are gut issues. Most things are, but the fast can completely reverse it, especially a 40-day fast. And you come right out of that doing a chelation, it can completely reverse it. So you're talking, you make sure, because I just did a detox for someone that I told, you got to fast before you take this detox. And part of the detox was chelation for lymphedema. So yeah, the fast can completely reverse that. it's all new. I hope I got that. I'm sorry. X Lee 73. Thanks so much for following. Okay, we got about 10 minutes. Thanks so much for sending the likes. Yeah, we got to send likes. Now let's see if it pops up with some new stuff. Yep, see? It takes like 10 minutes for it to pop up with the new stuff. The new messages. And I know that ain't me. That's got to be TikTok. Okay, so Randy asks, Robin has videos of her deep sea diving. Actually, not yet. I have me in my suit and didn't have a GoPro. Tried to take my phone down there and mess that phone up. But yeah, I'm going to be doing that when I get down there on the 22nd. I've already got a dive planned for like the 30th or something like that. So I got my GoPro and everything ready. And I'm going to be underwater with my GoPro. So, yeah, you all will see me in my finest underneath the water. That's why I thrive. I love the water. They say I should have been a fish. So, yeah, this is going to be great. Jackie Cochran, thank you so much for joining us. What is chelation? Just joined in the middle of the conversation. Welcome. Yeah, chelation is a process by which there are a combination of roots, bark, leaves, and flowers in the form of a tea that is designed to pull heavy metals from the system, because often disease will hide behind these heavy metals. And often we do it after our fast, sometimes before the fast as well. And I probably will do one the night before. After we do our mukbang on March 1st, I'll probably do a chelation to go right into my 40-day fast. But it pulls heavy metals from your system. And what will happen is any disease, will be eradicated that's hiding behind those. Now, keep in mind, though, that as you pull these heavy metals, some of these things are necessary for your system. They're things like, I forget what the actual heavy metals are, but they're things like calcium. I don't think potassium is actually a heavy metal, but it's one of the metals in your body. Magnesium, zinc, things like that, where disease will hide behind it and will cause you to, still be suffering from the effects of the disease. So when you pull the heavy metals, you're pulling the disease that's hiding behind it as well, or killing it, starving it. And you do a rejuvenation or replenish. And I often recommend Cmos, because Cmos has over 90% of all the minerals that our body needs daily. So getting back on a Cmos diet will help you to replenish everything that the chelation extracts. So that's basically what that is. And my chelation, my herbs that I use for my chelation is a combination of Cascada sagrada, which is a root, or bark. I think I used the bark this time. Rhubarb root, which you boil in about, you take about 1 or 2 tablespoons of each, and you boil it in water, because the roots and bark you boil, the leaves and the flowers you steep. So you take the rhubarb root and the Cascada sagrada, you boil those in water. And I did that for about 10 minutes. I turned the fire off, took the pot off the eye, and then I added the blessed thistle and the prodigiosa. Now, these herbs and roots I'm going to provide on my in my store as soon as the shipment comes in. I've already ordered it, so that you could have it, and it will be separate, because you do need to do them separately. Like I said, boil the roots and the bark, steep the flowers and the leaves and the stems. So I'll have that available. And I just let it steep. I think I did it 3 days before our fast was over. So when our fast was over, it had steeped for like 3 days. And that stuff was strong. I'm talking about it will have you married. No divorce in sight to the bathroom. Simple as that, So it's chelation. Thanks, Randy, for correcting my English, because I was calling it chelation, and she's like, it's pronounced chelation. Margaret asked, I'm enjoying your talk about this. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Randy says to beautifully content, chelation. Shaq says to Donald Wise, what are trying to say? Beautifully content. Thank you for sending the roses. Randy, thank you for sending the roses. Jackie Cochran, thank you so much for following. Donald Wise says, COVID, here we go. Let's go back. Now, we haven't been talking about COVID, have we? I hope not. Let's go back, because it jumps all over. Donald Wise, thank you first off for joining us. And he says, COVID is total attack on the lungs. Has zero to do with the digestive system. Who's talking about the digestive system? I don't know. Anyhow, Tina says, please show us how to do it. Yeah, I'm gonna do a video, because I think I have a post, and I don't think I showed you step by step how to, actually do it, how much. And that's why, and it can be tricky, because sometimes if you're getting one of the herbs in a different form, because sometimes they'll have it as a powder and it has to be done differently. And that's why instead of sending the actual herbs, I'd rather just send you the already made up container of the chelation, because it's perfectly mastered. Perfectly mastered. The amount that you put in it to the amount of water that's needed is very important, because it's like a medicine. So yeah, Tina, I may do that, or I may just sell it as the chelation already made. Okay, tapping the screen boosts the ranking. Thanks, Randy. DC says, do make the teas. Okay. So DC, I may do that. I may go ahead and do that. And thank you, Randy, for the finger heart and the mic. Margaret asks, will the water fast for 40 days deal with arthritis? Man, that's one of the first things that go, because arthritis ain't nothing but excess inflammation. Excess mucus cause inflammation to all these other ailments. Okay, so yeah, Tina, I think it might be better if I just, master it myself and send it, because then I know for sure that y'all getting the right thing. It's properly proportioned for consumption right then. Thank you, Paul Kennedy, for following, and thank you, Sarah McSee, for sharing the live and sending likes. Thank you so much, user 80, for joining. Now, guys, it's about 3 o'clock. If I'm going to get back on at 7, we got to start ending these things, because I could go all day. Y'all know that, right? I could go all day talking lots and lots. Okay, so what I'm going to do in the store is I'm going to put the herbs in a detox form, because I already have the 3-day detox, and one of the days is the chelation and one is the rejuvenation, but they're perfectly mastered. It takes a minute, and it takes some time, because you gotta let them steep to get the medicinal value out of those barks and roots. You gotta let them boil for a minute. And I can tell, because sometimes there's like a certain film that comes on the top of the water as it's boiling. When I take it off the fire and let the rolling bubbles stop, I can judge when there's a pathway to the medicinal value of those roots and stuff. So I don't know. I think I might just want to just put it on, because you can't mess around with some of these things, especially when you're combining them. So I don't know. I may do that. Hey, Sarah, thanks again for sharing the live. Tina. So yeah, I may just do that. Randy says that Dr. Sebi healed disease. That means all diseases. Yes, because I'm telling you, with his, methodology, he was able to tap in and really do some, wonderful work. Wonderful work. Well, guys, it's 3:00 on the dot. Let's do the. No, it's not. That clock is fast. But yeah, I'm going to end it here. What I want you all to do is to, Chacola, man, y'all join me at 7. I'll be back on at 7, but I got some work that I definitely need to take care of on this Sunday. And I will be back at 7 tonight. So you all join me at 7 p.m. Eastern. I love you guys and take care. We're on this journey together to take back our health and wellness. So I'll see you all at 7 p.m. Eastern. Thanks, Randy. I'll see you all then.